All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing again, pushing this work in truth and in sincerity. I want to go on this video, okay, that most Israelites, okay, break the laws of faith, okay, and it don't necessarily have to go into believing, that you're an Israelite, okay, believing that the Bible is our book, right? But just really having faith in the scriptures, okay, what it means to be a son of God, or what it means to be an Israelite, okay, in your everyday life, okay, and it goes past the laws, okay, that we read, okay, but a lot of the laws of faith are tied to the laws, okay, the physical laws, okay. But when we talk about the law of faith, okay, which has always been around, okay, um Abraham, he followed the laws of faith, okay. The laws weren't around during that time, okay, when Abraham was around, okay. But the fact that he believed, okay, and the Lord considered that as righteousness onto him, okay. So, um, you know, right now, as it stands, you got a lot of Israelites that are, trying to um, make it through the kingdom, okay, through the actual laws, and even some of them that are, thinking that it's just about works, okay. It's about, the election, of course, laws and faith, okay, works, all of those things go hand in hand, okay. But, in your everyday walk, okay, how you conduct yourself, okay, um, is important. Now, um, I'm gonna get the book of Romans 3 and 27, right? It says, "Where is boasting then?" Right? Because you got people who, boast and say that they Israelites, right? And it says, "It is excluded by what? By what law? Of it says by what law, right? It says of works, nay, but by the law of faith." Okay, so the when it comes to faith, right? Uh, what is faith? Okay, we're gonna go back there. Okay, uh, but we're gonna get this of what faith entails. Okay, it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Okay, and one of the things is that some people can't see whether or not a brother is a man of the Lord. So some of them, uh, you know, they talk trash. Uh, they just not humble, you know, and they got that mindset towards people. Okay, and they boast, some of these camps, man, they boast in the fact that that they got fringes on, which those fringes comes with t-shirts most of the time, okay. Whereas though somebody that uh doesn't have fringes on, for example, you know they they will get on that person. Where your fringes at, where your fringes at, you know and then you could be I'm gonna be honest, man, you could be a nigga with fringes, man. Just because you got fringes on don't mean that you're righteous, okay. It says by the law of faith, right? Because some people, they got to be able to see you wearing fringes in order for them to think that you some type of Israelite, or that something, okay. If you don't know something, if you don't wear the fringes, if they don't see it, then they don't believe it. Okay? And then it goes deeper for some people because they got to actually see a crown or, see the spirit, come down on the Jake in order for them to realize, for you to realize that, you a man of the Lord, because some Jake just don't got faith, you know? It says, therefore we conclude that a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law. Okay? Uh, let's try to get this scripture. This is one of the important ones, man. Okay? This is 1 John 4:20. It says, if a man say, I love God, right, Yahweh Shai, and hates his brother, he is a liar, right? One of the, the first commandment, to love the Lord with all thy heart, right? With all, your might, your strength, everything, right? And some people will say that they doing that, I love the Lord, look at what I'm doing. I'm sending up my tithes and I'm, I'm praying often, I'm fasting often, I'm doing what's required as far as, what people can see me doing. Okay. But then the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor like you love yourself. And a lot of guys, they fall short in that regard, man. Okay. And here it is. This is a neighbor that you are able to see, And hey, sometimes we go off, sometimes we make mistakes, man, But that's why we in this flesh, man. It says, if a man say, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he that loves not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen? We can clearly see who loves the Lord by, it says, and this is the commandment we have from him, that he who loves God love his brother also. Okay? What the Lord said, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, okay, John 15, John 13 and 35. It says, by this shall all men know that you are my disciples if you have love one to another. Right? That this disciple goes into discipline, okay, having discipline, okay, and having love for towards one another, It says John 15 and 12. It says, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Okay? And that's one of the things that we have to do. This is a commandment to loving your neighbor. Okay? Now, when it comes down to a lot of these camps, right, they aren't showing the love. For one, they can't take the low. Okay? They can't suffer, okay, when they go off or they wrong in any type of regard. They can't do that. Okay? And one of the things, or one of the reasons why, okay, you got the book of John 8 and was it 44? Okay, it says, you are of your father the devil, right? The devil, it says, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own. For he is a father, he is a liar and the father of it. Now, the devil that sinned from the beginning was Cain, right? He murdered what? His brother. Okay? And a lot of these camps, man, they want to, when it comes down to the laws and stuff like that, right? The physical laws, they uh you know, they would want, you know, they're putting it out there with, like, what we're doing is illegal. Okay? Not just to the Lord, but to Esau. Okay? And that's where, a lot of that spirit of being a devil comes from, man. Okay? Because, hey, the Israelites back then, when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, they tried to get the Romans, which they eventually did, to bring judgment on Yahweh Shah. Okay? And that's the same thing what these Israelite camps are trying to do today, right? Which they will try to bring judgment on us, you know, by the way of Esau. Okay? This is but they don't realize, man, judgment must first begin at the house of Israel. You know? And if it begins at us, we're so the envy of those that don't believe. You know? So you don't realize that, right? This is 1 Corinthians 6:1. It says, "Dare any of you having a matter against another go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints?" Right? And now, here go the thing. A lot of these people that's in these other camps, man, you know, we can't even trust you to be worthy judges or anything like that, man. You know? Because you're not really judging character or anything like that, man. You know? A guy just walks up and just say, "Hey, man, I believe I'm an Israelite, I got my fringes on." And y'all be quick to uh throw them in the camp, you know? Don't even vet them or anything like that. Y'all not even good judges of character. As long as a guy can try to get a precept or whatever, or even say, "Hey, I ain't with them great millstone guys." See, they'll come together with that. Okay? It says, do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Right? It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain unto this life? And that's, literally anything that pertains unto this life. Right? It says, if then you have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. Okay? Not unbelievers, not people who don't, and we know that this goes for uh, you know, Israelites, okay? Uh, you know, that's in the truth, right? But this is one of the reasons where these camps go off, okay? Honestly, man, it's the nation of Israel, okay? It's one doctrine, okay? It's one doctrine, but it ain't gonna be no, oh, um, the nation of IUIC or the nation of ISUBK, you know? It ain't gonna be, that ain't happening. That ain't going down. Okay, it's the nation of Israel. Now, we at Great Millstone, we say that there are elect members in, you know, some of these other camps, man. Okay? But you let these other camps tell it. I don't know if any Great Millstone member is a potential elect member in their eyes. You know? And it's cool because we not out here to try to please you. Okay? We out here to try to please you. How about some Yahusha? Okay? So when it comes down to certain disputes, right? Certain things that are, being said, these other camps, man, they put it out there like we just going all the way off according to the laws and all that stuff, right? And even to Esau laws, right? So we supposed to technically get put to death according to them. And if that was up to them and we was getting to get taken out the way, I'm pretty sure that they probably would be okay with that. You know? Now we say that, you wicked people, man, that you gonna get, taken care of, man. The Lord gonna deal with y'all. It says, I speak to your same, is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren, right? And well, for one, y'all not calling on the right name, you know. We just here to set the record straight, man. You know, if you ain't calling on the name of the Lord, you ain't gonna get saved. The real name, the Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Okay? If you ain't, following the laws of faith, right? First off, if you ain't of the elect, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Okay? So, the fellow believers, the one that, really believe in the truth, the ones that really want to get saved, you know, that's who we try to reach to. Okay? To be wise. Okay? We see somebody uh you know, you out here just cussing out every Edomite, okay? Cussing out the cops and the judges, lawyer, like you're not gonna make it that far, man. You gotta be wise. Okay? Being in this thing comes with, integrity. Okay? You gotta have a lot of integrity, man. Okay? Especially when it comes down to, you know, dealing with certain disputes. Okay? And some of these camp, you want to debate all the time, and you know, you get you never going to accept the correction or say that you went off. You know, you never going to do that. Okay? It says, but brother goes to law with brother, and that before unbelievers. Now, some of these other camps, man, we've seen it, right? Quick to try to get on us, even in front of, Sinetta and other people, Vocab Malone. You know? Like, come on now. You going way too far. And that's not somebody that's of faith that's you doing that in front of people that don't even believe that you are even an Israelite. They don't even believe in what you believe in. But you sitting up here trying to pander or trying to um, get them, to see some type of way, and they what they believe in as far as judgment ain't the same way that you believe according to the Bible. Unless you down with that, you down with Esau's way of how judgment goes, right? Which is going to show who's really down with Esau's judgment, man, compared to the Lord's judgment. Okay? It says, now therefore there is utterly a fault among you because you go to law one with another. Why do you not rather take wrong? Why do you not suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Right? And a lot of people don't like to be defrauded or humiliated. Okay? Before honor comes humiliation. Right? But with that honor, you got to be able to say that you're wrong, that you did something wrong, and it realize that it could be a brother that is trying to correct you. It takes a lot of humility to do that. It says, now you do wrong and defraud, and that your brethren. And we see a lot of these people, man, they fall out, right? And they want to start, talking trash about, brothers. And it's like, did you really believe? You know? It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Right? And this is one of the reasons why we get on Jake. Okay? To correct you. Okay? Because we got to get that blood off of our hands. Okay? It's not a pride thing. Right? It's not a pride thing. Okay? We can't never admit that we wrong. If we ever go wrong, we'll say it. You know? But in these cases, we aren't wrong. You know? But when somebody is wrong, right? One of the main things that they be trying to do is try to show wherever people are wrong. And that's the spirit of a fucking devil, man. Okay? Because you wrong, you want your brother to be wrong too when your brother is trying to correct you. Cain had that mindset and he murdered his own brother. Because he was wrong. Okay? But none of the unrighteous is going to inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? Whether is us, whether it's you, whether it's your mother, your grandmother, it don't matter. Now they all be there, right? We Israelites, we all gonna be there. Okay? It says, be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers. Okay? Hey, one of the things right here, right, in the Amplified version, it says, nor revilers, right, whose words are used as weapons to abuse, insult, humiliate, intimidate, or slander. And that's one of the things that these, camps, be doing, slandering. Okay? It says, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. Okay? So none of that stuff is going to go down. Okay? Nobody's, when Yahweh Shah come, he ain't coming to save niggas. Okay? Straight up. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Want to say shalom till next time.